This is Seawolves. Storm? Or not.
Good afternoon and welcome to this week's edition of Seawolves Storm or Not. My name is Noor Lone. Welcome to the 10th week of the fall semester. This broadcast is a collaboration between students at the Stony Brook School of Journalism and their colleagues at the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences. This is a week I'm really looking forward to because my favorite holiday, Halloween, is coming up. And even though Halloween will be different this year, there's no one stopping me from eating my weight in chocolate. It was a little chilly this morning, but to tell you more about today's weather, let's bring it over to the weather screen for our weathercaster, Stephanie Mello, for today's forecast. Stephanie?
Thanks, Noor. It actually was a little chilly this morning. And as you can see in the academic mall behind me, the sun is trying to peek through, which means temperature rose just a little bit. There is 87% humidity, and with the breeze, I'm prepared for a frizzy hair day. But with the 7-day, I'll come back. So back to you, Noor.
Thanks, Stephanie. Last week, high pressure and good luck helped us dodge a potential hurricane named Epsilon, but it looks like our friends in the unfortunately soggy south are on a streak of bad luck. For more on the latest hurricane threatening them, let's throw it over to our hurricane team, Audrey Sinclair and Darlene Detel. Audrey's at the green screen right now. Audrey?
Thanks, Noor. Yes, we've had an extremely busy hurricane this season, one of the busiest since 2005. And if you can look at this image behind me, it shows all the hurricanes that we've had from the beginning of the hurricane season to October 5th. And most of these tracks have ended up in our Gulf Coast. And unfortunately, our friends at NOAA are predicting that they're not going to have a break anytime soon. For Tropical Storm Zeta is currently in the Gulf Coast, and it is expected to develop into a hurricane due to weak wind shear in our atmosphere. And this is going to cause hurricane-like wind force, storm surge, and rainfall in the Yucatan Mexican Peninsula and also the western part of Cuba. And as Tropical Storm Zeta is going to move up to the mid-Gulf Coast, it's going to directly hit Louisiana as a hurricane, causing these same conditions from Louisiana all the way to the Florida Panhandle. And thankfully, these hurricanes do die down to just tropical storms as they hit our land. So as it moves to the East Coast, we will hopefully just get some rain come Friday morning. And these storms are extremely spooky, and it's no wonder if we look at this hurricane water vapor image, it's no wonder that the Spanish colonial and the Caribbean Indians named these storms due to their words for evil spirits and also big winds. For they do look extremely evil and they cause a lot of wind gusts in these areas. And hopefully, as we approach the spookiest time of the year, these evil spirits will eventually die down. Back to you at the desk, Noor.
Wow, I didn't know that, Audrey. Long words from another language definitely keep things interesting. And here's another term that you may need to know to understand this storm: wind shear. For those of you who aren't meteorologists, wind shear is a sudden change in wind speed or direction with height. Wind shear interferes with tropical storms by removing the heat and moisture that they need from an area near its center. Shear can also alter the shape of a hurricane by shearing it, or just blowing the top away from the lower part. In Zeta's case, weak wind shear and cooler waters from recent fronts should prevent Zeta from strengthening and might even cause the system to go back to its tropical storm status. For more on what we have in store for our hyperlocal Stony Brook forecast, let's go back to Stephanie Mello for our 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Noor. Luckily, for this time of year, it's pretty mild with 57 and 61 on Tuesday and Wednesday. But we're definitely going to be getting that promised rain from Hurricane Zeta on Thursday and Friday, with temperatures reaching as low as 32 on Friday night. But it will warm up just a little bit come Saturday, which is pretty good for Halloween, but still unsure of what I'm going to do with my daughter. For the rest of the week, we're going to go back to the high 50s on Monday and Tuesday. And back to you, Noor.
Thanks, Stephanie. Sadly, we won't be able to go out to trick-or-treat on this Halloween this weekend, but what we can do is go out and vote. For those of you who haven't already taken to the polls to vote early, mark your calendars. Next Tuesday is the presidential election. That's all we have for this week. I'm Noor Lone. I hope you enjoy your Halloween weekend. I know I'll be entering a candy-induced coma this weekend. See you next week for another edition of Seawolves Storm or Not.